Just come downstairs. After laying in bed, and Marie's been up all night having panic attacks, apparently thinking about what's happened to us involving all that's got on with Jehovah's Witnesses. So it's really affecting her. She's not on antidepressants and she's not seeking any help from us, the psychologist, whatever. That's the first thing. So I've just been in bed watching videos and stuff. Come downstairs. And as you can see, it's sunny. You can see all the rain. I don't know if you can see, but I brought these little you probably couldn't see that, but there's little rainbows everywhere. If the camera can pick them up, but they're literally all around on the ceiling and everything. I like these little rainbows. It's really cool. So this is what I have to do every morning. Wake up my youngest so that she can prick her finger, get some blood out, put it on the machine to read her blood sugars, and then I'll get her needles. I've got to wake her up. Pet. There's your stuff. You alright? Yeah. What's up for breakfast? Golden nuggets. Okay. You feel alright? Alright. I'll go measure your cereal and then you do that, yeah? How many grams of carbs in there? 33. Good girl. You do that then. So she's awake. Now I've got to get a bowl. Get the scales. Get the scales on. Put the bowl on. Okay. Then I have to get her nuggets, which I need out. And put 30 grams. I guess 30 grams of whatever cereal she has. Because on nearly all cereal packets I've seen, your Cocoa Pops, Wheatos, everything here. And Sugar Puffs. I got some Sugar Puffs. But they're not the same as they used to be. They're not as sweet. They're alright. Brought back some memories, but it's a shame Sugar Puffs aren't the same. Because I bought some Sugar Puffs to show the kids what Sugar Puffs were. Not realising that they had no sweet anything on them. No honey, no sugar. And I got them from Sainsbury's and they were not to my liking. Anyway, all the kids. Should have added sugar to them maybe, but anyway. So there you go, 30 grams of cereal. Change the units to mil and tear it. Get her milk. Yummy milk. And then I'll put 150 mil milk. 142. 151 mil. 1 mil over. And blood sugars and insulin isn't exact science, so 1 mil isn't going to make a damn difference. So now she likes almond and carefully carry it over to the table and put it next to the PC where she likes to watch YouTube videos. And get her a teaspoon because she likes to have a teaspoon with her breakfast. I'll go and check on her. You know, I bet. What are you doing? You gonna do the injection? Say hello to YouTubers. You okay? Yeah. What was your blood level? Your blood was 8.2. Okay. And how many units did it tell you to have? 3 units. What are you doing? You're putting the needle on the pen? Taking the cover off it and the other cover off it. And where are you going to inject it today? You can do it in your arm. You can do it in your leg. You can inject your leg. Okay, good girl. So I'll leave her to do that. So she'll click it to 2 units. Then she does an air shot and it squirts out insulin. And then she will click it to 3 units. It goes up in increments of 0.5, so that's good. So it's a bit more accurate, but yeah, 3 this morning. And she'll inject that, and then she can sit and have a breakfast. And then lunchtime, everything will be measured. She'll take her blood and tell her how much she inject. She'll inject herself. Then she'll probably have a snack. Well, if she has a snack, sometimes she has a snack 2 times a day, so that's another 2 injections. Then she has an injection for tea, then after tea, and then just before bed she has another injection. If she needs a correction dose, she has her injection and her Lantus, which is like a background insulin. But we were hoping she was going to have a pump soon, but with lockdown it looks like it might have to be delayed for longer. And here's the hamster cage this morning, which is the hamster. I put loads of toilet roll just here near the wooden bit that I made, and she shoves all the strips of tissue in her cheeks. Then she runs off to her bed in the corner, which is just there, and she uses it all as bedding. Poor hamster. She's got 3 levels. This one here is capped off of a pipe, and what we do is we get her ball. She goes in, and yeah, that's how we get her out of the cage to go into a running ball. And she runs around for about 2 hours or something like that, till she just stands there in a ball, like bored. And obviously she's tired, so I get the ball, put it back, and let her back in. And surprise, our cat is sleeping underneath. Why are you sleeping under, Sheila? Eh? Are you being a good boy? So that's my morning. Marie won't be getting up. I haven't got work today. Marie is going to be in bed for a long time if she hasn't been asleep all night because of having panic attacks, because of the stupid stuff that we went through. I was thinking this morning, I wonder if the elders understand how much pain they caused us, not after we left, or not, they can't say, oh, you caused that pain yourself. It was what they did to us. You know, we didn't do anything wrong. They really hurt our family, in a big way, in a serious way. And it's going to be ongoing, obviously. We're moving on, obviously, but it's always going to be there. You can't just delete it. It's not possible. And I think about, like, hopefully the lit carts never start up. But at any point, if my kids see their aunties and uncles from the Jehovah's Witnesses, then it's going to be upsetting for them. It's quite horrific, really, that someone can do that to kids. But there we go. And another thing, I've seen a couple of people post good points about people trying to contact you, trying to, you know, when they shouldn't be, because now you're left a Jehovah's Witness, they're not supposed to talk to you, but some do. They have their final words, as it were, to let us know that Jehovah wants us back, or something like that. Like 10 years of going to 2 meetings a week, reading the Wake and Watchtower, the brainwashing crap that they have read, I've had 10 years of it. So I know exactly what they think is going to happen to me and all this bollocks. They think I'm stupid. I know what they think is going to happen. Do they really think that, oh, I've just forgotten everything I've learned? No. And someone commented that, and the same things, and I thought that's right. And I've actually been thinking that, you know, why are they telling me things I already know you're going to say? I would have said the same to them, to someone else, but I never knew anybody that was disfellowshipped or anything like that, really. I knew a couple of blokes who were mistreated, and they may have been disfellowshipped, not disassociated, disfellowshipped. And I knew one left the meetings and stuff because of what had happened to him. And I won't even talk about that. I mean, that was horrific. And that's a completely different story. I've never mentioned in any videos. And when I have, but you know, I never tried to push and say you need to come back or anything like that, because I just thought, well, if you're being mistreated like that in your congregation, I wouldn't go back either. Oh well, life goes on when you've got a 2p machine. Look at that. Just click this, turn it on, that. Oh, I've got a coin. Oh, so we went on holiday. The kids, and because we were Jehovah's Witnesses, we wouldn't go on anything gambling. So 2p coin machines are gambling. So the kids had never been on a 2p machine. So when we went on holiday, we spent a lot of time on 2p machines, and it was awesome. And they had awesome fun getting these little keyrings. I mean, you spend more money than the keyrings are worth, but just watching the determination of them trying to get a keyring or something, it's just so funny. And they had such a great time. And they love going to the 2p machine and putting a quid in and then holding the tub underneath and all the coins come out, and they think it's amazing, you know, they got so many coins. Yeah, I just snorted like a pig. So I went into B&M and I saw a 2p machine there. I was actually looking online for a 2p machine. I was going to get one for Christmas, but then I saw it in B&M for 13 quid, £12.99 for this 2p coin machine. It's actually 1p side coins, and I bought it, and they've been on it for ages. They love it. So yeah, as you can see, I sort of wake up having these horrible thoughts about about what happened, and then you just sort of get on with your life. So it's like it comes in and out of your mind. But poor old Marie, she just gets on. She does well. She cooks and cleans and does the washing and everything else, and looks after us while I'm at work, and just keeps on going. And yoga's keeping on going. She does a lot of yoga, and just keeps going. But well, it's not good when she's thinking about what's happened to her. It's so distressing in a way that most things have an end, a beginning and an end. You know, you can resolve most things, but this is one thing in my life I've never been able to resolve, because you can't. There's just no way out of it. They know what they're doing. They've got people brainwashed, and if you're not part of their collective, they cut you off and not think about the psychological effects it can have on people. And you're talking about affecting children, you know, and when something has such a devastating effect on children's lives, it shouldn't be. Why are the governments allowing this? They get nothing from, surely, I don't know, what do they get from the JW organisation, who knows? But they should shut it down. Child social services should be involved. I mean, if I was approached by child social services by and while I was a witness, and they told me how bad it was and stuff, I would rebel against it, obviously. But if I was shown the cases and if I'd have known all the stories of what's happened to people that I now know after leaving and going on JW Facebook's groups, and seen these aren't just stories like mine. I mean, there was a paedophile in the video chat. I mean, there was a lot of things that happened to us in the Borg, but I think what happened to us is nothing compared to a lot of other stories. You know, people have actually been abused, physically as well as mentally. But some of the stuff is horrific. Husbands beating up wives, people cheating on each other, you know, the child abuse. There's so much of it going on. It just blows your mind. It's not just people leaving because they looked at the scriptures and decided it wasn't for them. That I don't think I would have ever left for that reason. I left because of actually what happened, and then after that, then I see what's wrong with all the teachings and how false it is. It would just be lovely just to wake them all up and say, look, these people, I mean, I'd heard little stories, obviously, but you just think, are they true? They're just angry apostates at the end of the day, you know. And yes, they are angry, and yes, they are labelled apostates. But what they say is true, and it's rife, and it's shocking to the core. It just some of the stories you get on there. I put my little thing on YouTube and people comment, or on Facebook, and people say what they've been through, and it's just like, what? That is really bad. And it's the sort of experience you'd expect, like you'd hear one person, you know, in a blue moon say this has happened to me, but it's over and it's regular, like new stories coming up like this has happened to this one, this has happened to this one. It's just shocking. It's absolutely shocking. And it's not really the people's fault, the Jehovah's Witnesses themselves, the minions, you know, the ones, the regular Jehovah's Witnesses, it's not their fault. They're brainwashed. They don't understand. They've got a mental block. They're not allowed to look up what's real. They're not allowed to see it. It's not their fault. They've been tricked, duped, and they are under the control of the Watchtower. And it sounds mad, but it's true. It's happening. So yeah, so that's that. It's just shocking. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do now. Upload this video and see what I've got. See what I've got to do today. I'll go to the tip. Marie's left me a she always leaves these lists on the kitchen side. All rubbish bagged up into the tip. Kids clean up the garden, break and cover the pallets. All scrap wood on fire for tonight. That's because Marie thought today was the 5th of November, but it's actually tomorrow. Laundry. Bonfire, jacket, pot. Oh, she wants to have jacket potatoes. So you get the potato, wrap it in tin foil and chuck it in the fire. Which probably won't be tonight, it'll be tomorrow. Tesco. I've got to go to Tesco to get some fruits and bread, some eggs, block of cheese, baby, tomatoes, milk. Pecan nuts. Okay. Frozen cauliflower. Frozen. Cat's retreating into its tunnel. Okay. Enjoying your breakfast? Yeah? What are you watching? Adam B. Everything smells nice. Marie was doing her yoga last night and burnt some sage, white sage incense sticks, and burnt some lavender, which we got from Norfolk Lavender. Which, if you haven't been there before and you've got children, you haven't been to Norfolk Lavender, it's not just a place where they grow lavender and you have a look at how it's made or anything like that. It's actually got a little farm type bit with animals. It's awesome. They've got porcupines, a raccoon dog or something it's called, or like a raccoon dog. Weird. They've got goats and donkeys, and I had a face off of a turkey. Everyone thought it was funny, but I thought I was mates with this turkey, and the turkey came up to me and was trying to get me to back off. And then after like having a little face off with the turkey for a bit, it was like my little mate. And then it came back and I was talking to it and it attacked me. So I turned my back to it, and as it came close and nearly got me, I turned around and jumped, bang, it would run off. And it seemed to be the only thing that I could get to scare the turkey away was to do a star jump. Like jump up and do a star jump, and for some reason that scared the hell out of the turkey. But it was just me and this turkey, and it was circling me and I was circling it, and it would attack me and I would attack it, and it was really cool fun. It was good fun. I like having interactions like that with animals. Like I had a race. We weren't much of a race, but at the same place they've got like these it's not an emu. It's like an ostrich type bird, but it's small. But I can't remember what these ones are called. But anyway, it was next to me, and it started walking along with me. It was walking along beside me, and there's a really long path, and the cage goes on for ages, the fence, you say. So I started walking, and then I sped up, and it sped up, and then I would run, and then it just ran off, and I just couldn't keep up with it. That was good fun, a good experience there. So yeah, Norfolk Lavender, if you could do that, it's really good. That's creepy. Anyway, watching videos of Adam B dancing. A bit weird. Okay, I'm gonna go and get on my day. Let Marie have her sleep, and then eventually she usually comes downstairs and makes herself and me a cup of tea, and then we'll carry on with her day. But she said she hadn't been to sleep. But I think she's had a bit. But there have a lie-in. It's now 9:30. She'll probably get out of bed at about 10, 11 if she's been having panic attack thingies and all that lot. But it's just... Thank you, Jehovah's Witnesses, for all you haven't done for us and letting us down and absolutely unknowingly being horrible, horrible human beings. Peace out, ex-JWs. Well done for leaving, staying out, never go back.